Alright guys, so I just wanted to come and share with you guys my first Skoolie trip. I am going to be making a pretty big trek, and I'm going to be traveling from Chicago, where I am now, to Arizona. But I'm giving myself time. There really is no rush. I'm giving myself about 10 days to get there. Well, actually, closer to like 8 days. Yeah, I guess it's 10 days to get there. So I'm going to be taking it slow, driving about maybe 200 miles or so a day. Really is no rush since I, have a home that drives. I have a motor home. So it's like I can just find rest stops and, there really is no pressure to rush or anything like that, which is the beauty of owning a schoolie, right? What are you doing, my sweet baby girl? My sweet baby girl. I have a grooming session scheduled for her as soon as we get to Arizona. Because it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been a while, isn't it? Okay. What's up, guys? So I am settled in for the night. I have walked my dog. I have put diesel in my bus for tomorrow. I put gas in my generators. Did all my nightly tiny home chores. Now it is time to decompress. Okay, and try to be normal for the night before I start traveling across the country again tomorrow. Okay? So today was actually a pretty good day. I traveled about 250 miles today, and I feel like that's pretty good. I have 9 days to travel about 1,400 miles, and I will be traveling about 150 to 200 miles a day approximately to get there in approximately 9 days. I'm parked next to a van lifer, which is pretty cool. I've never seen this type of van before for van life. It looks like a Sprinter. I'm not sure if it's a Sprinter. I don't know my vans, but come through, highlight. I'm just gonna do the video like this, okay, guys? Y'all know what my face looks like. Ooh, okay. I like it when I scoot up. I'm trying to find that. I'm trying to find that lighting. I wanted to make a video, basically explaining why I'm making this trek, because I know a lot of you guys are like confused, right? You're digging your nails into my thigh, baby girl. What are you doing? Okay. A lot of you guys are confused because you're just like, okay, there's this girl making a video about how she's traveling half across the country with no context. Well, here's the context, okay? Um, okay. No shade, or it can be all shade if you want to make it all shade. I never wanted to live in Illinois. I never wanted to go to Illinois. I never wanted to live in Illinois. So some of you guys might be thinking, okay, how did you end up? It's somewhere you never wanted to be. Yeah, that's called the military, okay? I was in the military, and they emailed me stating that I was getting orders to Illinois, when I had originally thought that, hey, you're shaking the camera, baby girl. I had originally thought that I was going to be able to talk to my detailer. Detailer is a person that assigns orders. I thought we were going to have a nice little chit chat and, go over my options and actually, review my options that I had and come to an agreement. Yeah, psych. emailed me telling me that I was going to Illinois, and I cried real tears, guys. I cried real tears. I did my 3 years in Illinois. I did my time. I served my sentence. I got out of the military after 7 years. After I got out, I started building my Skoolie. It took me about 6 months to get it livable and to get it functional. I had set an unrealistic goal to be 100% done in 6 months, and that's okay. We live and we learn. I moved in before it was completely done. And again, that's okay because it was functional. I was just spending, my time getting it basically pretty, which I'm still working on getting it pretty. As you can see, I have not painted in my bed area at all, which I plan on doing when I get to Arizona, but I digress. So I had moved in my Skoolie. It was in the dead of winter in Chicago, and I had lived in Chicago. This was my 4th winter, mind you, so I knew how winters in Chicago worked. Usually it's that November, December are tolerable. They're very tolerable. You're not exactly excited for what's to come, but, Chicago kind of eases you into it. It gives you a couple sunny days. It gives you a couple days that might feel like spring, and in January, it gets worse. But Chicago, again, it kind of eases you into it. It gives you maybe 1 or 2 more days that are very nice and sunny and that kind of feel like spring, right? But then February, it's hell on earth. February is just a disaster. That's when the blizzards happen. Some blizzards happen in January depending on just how the winter feels. But most blizzards and like the really bad stuff happens in February. And then in March, it's kind of similar to January. It starts to lighten up a little bit, but you still hate your life. You still kind of want to slit your wrists a little bit, but you don't because spring is around the corner. And in April, that's when you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You might still get snow in April, depending on, how the winter is feeling again. But April is kind of when you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The sun comes out earlier. It goes to sleep later. So you're just like, okay, winter's over. Even last year, it was winter in like late April. So you really never know. But my point is, this was my 4th winter in Illinois, and I knew that it was going to get worse. And I was already struggling. This is my first month, my first year, my first everything living in a tiny house. And I was already struggling. Like my plumbing was freezing. My generator was acting up. Like it was just hard, guys. And I was just like, I don't think I can do this anymore. Like, I have to get out of Dodge. I never wanted to come here in the first place, but now that I actually have the option to leave, since I'm out of the military and I have a tiny home on wheels, this is the perfect opportunity to dip. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm escaping that winter and I'm going to Arizona. And I just didn't randomly throw a dart at the map. I've actually been to Arizona before, and I'm moving to the same place that I visited because I actually I like that area. Hey guys, so I am pretty much in the middle of nowhere right now. I've only seen like 5 cars in the last probably hour or so. I'm in Kansas and I'm just basically in the cut right now. I don't know. So I decided I'd pull over. There's Serenity with her fine ass and just see what's going on. Hey, where you going? Come here. I can tell I'm getting to the warmer weather slowly but surely. It's supposed to be like in the 50s in Kansas. And the farther down I go, I know when I get to New Mexico, it's going to be like in the 60s. And then when I get to Arizona, it's going to be in the 70s. So that's good. But I just needed to get out, stretch my legs. It took me forever to find a place to pull over because there's really no, areas to, I guess, pull over properly. Probably just hang out here for maybe like 10-15 minutes. I'm pretty sure I'm being watched by some type of camera or some type of security system, but it's literally just me and Diamond walking around, so I don't really think it's that big of a deal. Diamond is in heaven right now. I think she was just made to be a country dog. I can't wait till I get land so she can run around freely. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting area. Gonna let Diamond run around for a little bit and get back on the road. What's up, y'all? So it is day number 5. It is in the morning. I have, done my whole morning routine, and I'm basically just gonna camp out here for a little bit, and I don't know necessarily when I'm going to start traveling again. I have found a pretty good spot at a truck stop. One thing that I didn't realize was that not all truck stops, I guess, have space for RVs. Some truck stops are strictly truck stops. Some truck stops have specific places for RVs. Some truck spots just have smaller parking spaces where RVs can park. So I found a space that I enjoy and that fits, my RV perfectly. So I think I'm just gonna enjoy my time here. I might venture out into town, and the next vlog will feature me when I start my travels again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I will try to link part 2 up here somewhere or down in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.